place in my heart for you weirdos. And all y'all fans who be trolling with y'all some weirdos too. I'm not scared of none of y'all. Hey, none of y'all make me do nothing different. Nothing. I'm self-made, self-built. I got $8 million.
Cheating numerous times since she been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later.
Was not supposed to be public.
Y'all, this just went from messy to straight up catastrophic overnight. What started as quiet rumors has now exploded into a full-blown public meltdown, and nobody saw this level of chaos coming. Papoose didn't just distance himself. He completely walked away from Claressa Shields after those shocking bedroom images hit the internet like a bombshell. And here's the part that's got everyone spiraling. 50 Cent warned us this was coming. He said he had receipts. He said he would expose everything. And now, it looks like he really pulled the trigger. But this isn't just a breakup. This is humiliation on a global stage. Papoose was out here publicly writing for her, defending her, standing 10 toes down, while behind the scenes, everything was allegedly falling apart. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, Claressa flips the entire script. Instead of backing down, she goes nuclear, throwing out accusations that hit way deeper, claiming he's been living a hidden life this whole time. Now it's not love anymore, it's war. 2 reputations, 1 scandal, and a storm that's only getting louder. Because this isn't the end. This is just the beginning of something way more dangerous. Everything ignited the moment Claressa Shields uploaded a set of photos to Instagram, captioned, "Life-size Bratz doll, 2 looks." In one shot, she appeared in a tight white tank paired with barely their shorts, leaving little to the imagination. And naturally, Papoose couldn't hide his admiration. He jumped into the comments, writing those shots. "Yeah, I love them, baby." But what came next raised eyebrows. Claressa replied, "You always love mine the most. You already saw the exclusive ones earlier. Love you." At the time, it seemed harmless, just another couple exchanging flirty messages online. But now, with everything unraveling, fans are rereading that exchange differently. Many believe she wasn't joking at all. She was hinting at something much deeper, something already circulating behind the scenes. Now factor in the rumors of her stepping out on him, mixed with how openly she flaunted those photos, and suddenly Papoose's decision doesn't look so shocking anymore. It wasn't just betrayal, it was public humiliation. And what made it worse? He didn't even find out privately. Out of everyone, it was 50 Cent who brought it straight into the spotlight. Yeah, that's how messy it got. 50 didn't hold back either. He went straight for maximum exposure. He uploaded an edited image of Shields and Papoose standing together, but their faces were swapped and paired it with a caption dripping in sarcasm. Very, very handsome. "Hey Pop, go ask your lady Claressa if she's been looking for Maserati vibes. Tell her keep it real, I got the ring cam footage." At first, Papoose brushed it off, thinking it was just trolling. He refused to believe it had any truth behind it. So instead, he fired back, defending her publicly. He posted an old clip of 50 making wild claims himself, adding, "I couldn't even invent this if I tried. You out here lying while your own history speaks for itself is insane. You're reaching now. All this because you stay disrespecting black women and still can't rap for real."
On the show. That's what happens when you get older in Hollywood and you gotta...
No, but what happened?
I don't know. Andy, tell her.
She basically was insinuating that Fiddy is on my team.
Yeah, that's what she was.
That he's gay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. What?
I didn't know. Look, I said to myself personally, Andy, I said on
Instagram.
too, I said, "Oh no," because I let her lick my so I'm gay.
You know what? You let her lick. She thinks.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. You let someone lick your ass and look what happens.
I'm sorry, I'll never.
And then he pulled up for an interview with DJ Vlad and tried to control the narrative. He admitted that Claressa Shields had mentioned spending time with Bud, but he was quick to draw a line, insisting nothing physical ever happened between them.
And this is what he does, man. A lot of people don't. This dude is a funny dude, man. Like, he'll post something disrespectful about a person, and then when they respond, he takes his down real quick. So while you're responding, all of his riders and minions and bots that he got programmed to do what they do, they start saying, "Oh, why are you cloud chasing? Oh, you better leave 50 alone, because when he respond, you're not going to be able to handle it." Because when they go to his page, he done removed his.
At first, people assumed that was where the chaos would stop. But looking at how things completely collapsed afterward, it feels like 50 Cent may have actually followed through and sent Papoose those alleged Ring camera clips. Still, not everyone is rushing to sympathize with him. A lot of fans are pointing out the irony, because long before this mess, he had already crossed a line himself with Claressa Shields while still tied to Remy Ma. And Remy didn't stay quiet about it. She jumped on Instagram and exposed private messages, captioning it with a blunt warning: Papoose goofy self fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields, in my house, refusing to leave. This supposed champion boxer got real quiet the second she heard my voice. So now everything's coming out, and trust me, baby girl, you're not the only one. What really shocked people wasn't just the exposure, it was Papoose's reaction. There was no apology, no regret, nothing close to accountability. Instead, he lit up his IG story with accusations of his own, branding Remy as manipulative and claiming she had her own secrets on the side. It turned into a full-blown war of narratives. And just like people always say, what you put out eventually circles right back. Because now, the same chaos he once caused is hitting him from every angle. This time, it's Claressa flipping the script entirely. She's not backing down, she's escalating. She's telling anyone who will listen that Papoose has been living a double life, alleging he's secretly attracted to men and only maintained their relationship for appearances. And whether people believe her or not, the accusations are sticking. Especially since whispers like this aren't exactly new. In fact, this isn't the first time something like this has surfaced. When things first started crumbling between Remy Ma and Papoose, she made a similar claim, accusing him of hiding a son from the public. According to her, the issue wasn't the child's existence, it was the fact that he didn't accept his son's identity, choosing instead to act like he didn't exist at all. She even brought it up during a heated Instagram live, painting a picture that added another layer to an already messy situation. And now, with Claressa echoing her own version of events, the story is starting to feel less like rumor and more like a pattern no one can ignore.
Nobody, you know why? Because he don't got nothing to say. He not even speaking on nothing over there. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son who is very much alive and well.
Some people online are even running with the idea that Papoose was initially drawn to Claressa Shields because of her more masculine appearance. And once those rumors started spiraling out of control, Claressa stepped in to shut them down, but the way she did it only made things more intense. She sat down for an interview and openly described her dynamic with him behind closed doors, making it clear she plays a submissive role. She said she treats her man like royalty, emphasizing that despite her strength and fighting skills, she completely softens for him in private. On paper, that might sound like her defending the relationship. But to a lot of viewers, it didn't land that way at all. Instead, fans felt like the explanation came out of nowhere, too detailed, too forced. Almost like she was trying a little too hard to prove something that nobody had directly asked her to explain. And that only fueled more speculation rather than shutting it down. Because when someone goes out of their way to clarify something so specific, people start wondering what's really being hidden underneath. Then there's another detail that keeps getting brought up: Papoose's behavior in public. Compared to how outspoken Claressa is, he's noticeably reserved. He rarely shows affection toward her openly, barely engages in any kind of public displays, and keeps things distant in a way that fans are now dissecting more than ever. And in a situation already filled with accusations, leaks, and emotional fallout, even the smallest actions are starting to look like clues. He'll speak on loving Claressa Shields without hesitation, but the moment it comes to actually showing it physically, Papoose seems to pull back every time. And that contrast? It's not going unnoticed anymore. It's leaving people with more questions than answers.
Michael B. Jordan, that movie Sid is ill. When the love is genuine, you could tell it's a different feel. Babyface was right on that song. She got that whip appeal.
But before anyone starts jumping to conclusions and running with that narrative, there's something else you need to keep in mind. Claressa Shields doesn't exactly have a reputation for being completely transparent. And that matters here. Just look back at her history with Tony Richardson. The two were publicly together around 2020. Everything seemed solid, even serious. Fast forward a few years, and he had gone as far as proposing. On the surface, it looked like a relationship heading toward forever. But behind that image, things clearly weren't as stable as they appeared, because not long after, it all fell apart.
You got no more?
I've been engaged.
Oh, wow.
But marriage, like walking down the aisle and jumping across the room and putting up with somebody forever, it's like, I want to do that, but it has to be like, what I give, you must.
He even admitted at one point, I wanted things to work, but it had to be mutual. What I give, I needed that same energy back. It sounded like someone trying to walk away peacefully, like both sides understood it was over without turning it into a spectacle. But that's not how it played out. Because instead of keeping it quiet, Claressa Shields took it public, and not in a subtle way. She started telling people across the industry that Tony Richardson had personal issues, painting a picture that immediately shifted the blame onto him. What was supposed to be a clean break suddenly turned into a one-sided narrative that spread fast. But now, that version of events is being challenged. Tony's family is stepping forward, and they're not holding back. According to them, everything she claimed was exaggerated or flat-out false, crafted more for attention than truth. And if that's the case, then it changes how people are starting to look at everything happening right now. Because if this isn't the first time the story's been flipped, then maybe what we're seeing unfold isn't as straightforward as it seems.
That's why I'm here, because you can't just disrespect somebody like this. She gets up there, she walks down from the podium, stands in front of me just to show the church where my brother sat. But not only do she stand in front of me, I mean, she's standing so close to me, like I literally can just I can touch her.
They painted her as a bully and vindictive.
I don't know who she thinks she is, but Claressa, her character, she is a bully. She do little stuff like this. And I felt like that. I felt like that. Like somebody in the comments said, y'all should have jumped it. But in the moment, it's like, I have too much responsibility.
And now the energy around Claressa Shields has shifted completely, because the people closest to that past situation aren't just disappointed, they're furious. There's a growing belief that once you fall out with her, it's not just over, it turns into a full-blown reputation war. What happened with Tony Richardson is starting to look less like a one-off situation and more like a pattern. And now, that same storm is circling back around Papoose. This isn't just relationship drama anymore, this is image destruction happening in real time. Two public figures, both with something to lose, spiraling in front of an audience that's watching every move, every post, every subtle jab. The respect is gone. The loyalty is gone. And whatever they once had, that's buried under layers of accusations, leaks, and public embarrassment. Because let's be real, there's no clean ending here. Not anymore. Not after everything that's already been exposed. What we're witnessing now is the fallout, the kind that doesn't settle quietly. It escalates. It mutates. It gets uglier the longer it drags on. And the real tension? It's what hasn't happened yet. Because if those rumored videos actually surface, everything changes overnight. If receipts start dropping from either side, there's no coming back from that. Careers get questioned. Reputations get rewritten. Narratives flip instantly. So now the question isn't who's right or wrong, it's who's going to strike next. Because this silence? It doesn't feel like peace. It feels like the moment right before everything explodes.